Hi there, welcome back here guys. In last lecture we talked about unions, we created union of the race car and the city car. In this lecture I will show you more of the narrowing functionality in our log car info function. Alright, so let's keep here this console log, and what we can do in a race car, I will, instead of specifying here max speed that will be number, I will assign here a specific number. I will say here type of the race car has to accept max speed of 200. Alright, so now when I will create here a new car, const car, and I will write here the type of this car will be a race car. Alright, I can only provide here, I need to provide here name, of course, name. Okay, this can be race car, okay, comma, and now speed, max speed, and you will see here, I cannot provide here just any number. I cannot provide here just any number. I need to provide here exactly 200, and I will show you the error first. Type 100 is not assignable to type 200. So this is not actual value of the 200. It is behaving as a type for a max speed. The max speed has to accept 200. So to the max speed I need to provide only 200, and this way this will work. Now again, what we can do in a log info to access your max speed of the car type which doesn't have a max speed, we need to write here either if statement, we need to use arrowing, or I can write here switch statement. I didn't show the switch statement before, so I'll write here switch. I will switch for a car max speed, and actually now this is kind of unfortunate because we cannot access here max speed of the car. So what we could do here we could use here casting, or we need to specify here also max speed to our city car. Okay, so that will be actually better to show you an example like this. I will say here city car only accepts max speed of 100. All right, and I will specify here some specific property for a race car. Let's say a race car will have only not a space, but also will have team, let's say, for which it's competing for. So team, let's say it will be string. Okay, so now they have in a common max speed. Okay, this way we'll keep it this way so we can access here in the end the max speed on the car. And now we are missing here team. So let's write here team, let's say Ferrari or something like this. Okay, so now we can access here max speed. So I can write here switch statement, and I can switch here for the car max speed because they have it in common now max speed. And I can write here a bunch of the cases. So I write here case. And if the max speed of my car is at 200, then this car is for sure a racing car. So I will write here console log car. I will hover over. You will see the car will be a racing car for sure because the only racing car has a max speed of 200. So now I can access here specific properties of a racing car. So name, team, and the max speed. Okay, so I can access here team, and we'll break here. Okay, now I can write here case 100. And if the case is 100, for sure, this car will be our city car. You can see here city car, and I can access here all the properties of a city car plus space. Okay, so that's how you can use the switch statements. I can use your break now. And now, interesting thing, when you write here default statements, when you are getting here a car which doesn't have a 200 or 100, you'll write your default case. And the default case is interesting because you will get here console log car, but the type of this car will be never. And a never is a specific type you can also use. And the never type is assigned to the data that they shouldn't be even called. For example, this default statement in a theory, we shouldn't be able to get there because if we are providing here a car, it has to have max speed of either 200 or 100. There is no any other case here. But if for some reason, because we are still working with the JavaScript, it will pass here any value, it will get here into this default statement, and it will get here never type. Car is type never, and I will access here now any properties. You can see here I cannot access here any properties. And we'll be talking about the never type in the next lectures. I want to show you more examples why the never type is useful, because maybe now you can say you can maybe think it's not very useful, but you will see there is also place for a never type. Okay, so once again we used here narrowing, and when I will remove this case statement of a 100 and I will leave here as a default, you can guess what type I will get here. Okay, so when the case is not 200, it has to be for sure car my city car, because it has to be for sure a car with a 100 speed. If it's not 200, it has to be 100, which is my city car, so I can access here my city car now. Okay, I will revert this. Okay, I guess I will leave it as we have it now, and in next lecture I want to show you how you can still have here a car type and you can still access here some specific properties of the car. Okay guys, so let's keep it for the next one. Cheers.